been making music for a few years now. How did you get into it?
Well, just as a kid, I was always into music.
Mm.
Something about it, I was always attracted to it. I always loved singing. As a little girl, and I would take the VHS tapes that we had and like that had some kind of cartoons on it, and I would record the Britney Spears concert over the whole thing
Love
and
that.
have that to watch over and over again. Yeah, so I was always obsessed with pop stars, singers, and whenever I got a chance, as young as like the third grade, when I got a chance to um, be Dorothy in the school play, like I took it, whatever chance I could get. And then in middle school, I was in a rock band. Like I was singing on stage since I was a little kid. And so it was always in my blood and always something that I love to do.
Oh, I love that. Like, especially,
Yeah.
like, playing Dorothy as well and then, like, recording over
Yeah.
things, like, doing Britney. That's so cool.
Yeah, and then it's so funny because in third grade I was Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz, and then in the eighth grade I was Dorothy in the Wiz, where we had to
Ah,
sing and everything too. So I whatever I could do, I did it when I was in school. I even went to an all performing arts high school, Edward R. Murrow. Like Joey Badass went there, Little Mama.
ah.
So I got in for my vocals. So music was always
Yeah.
the move for me.
That's so amazing. I love that, like, you were able to do that at school as well because, like, doing that at school, like, you learn so much and also it prepares you for the future as well.
Yeah, literally our lockers in my high school had like painted piano keys on them. It was really it was really some like um not Zoe 101, but it was like I don't know if you ever watched the show Victorious.
Yes.
It was really on that vibe, like it's so artsy and musical and drama theater.
Yeah.
So I had like 7 a.m. vocal class, like
Oh, wow.
vocal magical choir chorus
Oh,
rehearsal, like
wow.
did the whole shebang.
That's so cool. I love that. And, like, for you as well, do you remember, like, the first song that you wrote? Like
Oh, yes.
like
The first song that I actually, well, I was always writing like little things here and there,
Yeah.
but the first like full real song that I remember that I wrote, I think I was like 16. It was a song called Empty.
Ah.
And it was a song about, actually, it was a really deep song now that I think about it, and it applies to 2022. It was just about how the feeling of like, nowadays, everyone, the more likes you get, the more attention that you're getting from the outside world and stuff like that, um you're like more empty inside, like you're not fulfilled, and that's what I ended up
Yeah.
like writing a whole song
Oh my
about.
god. I love that you wrote it years ago and now it's, like, still relatable.
Yeah, actually now it's more relevant than ever.
Yeah.
Because back then at least like, we would post and the filters weren't even a thing, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? We would just post like food or like stupid things that we were doing,
Yeah.
and now it's like super you gotta watch everything you see on the internet. It's like everything is taken way more seriously, how you look, how you
Yeah.
dress. Like people judge you based off of what you show them on social
Mm.
media. It's a good
So
thing, don't get me wrong. It's like an
yeah.
amazing thing for artists. We get a platform to promote our music now in so many different ways. But also, I feel like for us as people
Yeah.
and for our mental health and,
Mm.
just sanity in general, it's
So
become a bit
true.
harder to
Uh,
try and keep up with what everybody's doing.
yeah, I
Everyone always
agree.
somehow, everybody feels left out somewhere, somehow,
Yeah.
at one point in their life. So,
So true. Were you ever on MySpace when that was around?
no, I was never on MySpace. I remember I was too young when
Yeah.
MySpace was a thing. I still till this day don't even understand how MySpace worked. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, people put statuses and things like that.
Yeah.
But I know back in the day, like MySpace was a music thing too. Like a lot of people were
Yeah.
discovered through MySpace.
Yeah. It's so, like,
I
it was
didn't even
yeah.
I'm sorry. I forgot
Oh,
you. I'm sorry.
you go.
I was gonna say I didn't even have Facebook till towards like I think towards the mid to end of when Facebook was hot. That was when I
Yeah.
was on. But
Um,
I was Instagram in the beginning, from the
oh,
beginning.
yeah, Instagram. I remember when that first launched, like, all the old logos and everything, and, like, it was, like, so funny. You'd just post any photo, no filter, and it's like, "Yeah, that's it."
Oh yeah, we didn't care. You got 2 likes and you were happy.
Yeah. Ah, so true.
With those like vintage filters.
Yeah. When you scroll back to your first ever post, you're like, "Wow, I've come a long way."
I I know, right? Oh
Uh,
man, I gotta do an Insta delete.
yeah.
I got photos of me from like high school back in the day. But I don't know, I
Yeah.
like that. I like looking
Yeah.
back on who we were and
Exactly.
how far we've grown and how long we've
Yeah.
come. I just feel like that's something that I do like about social media and Instagram is like
Yeah.
you can go back to someone's post and you can see the journey and you can
Yeah.
see, how far they've come, how hard they worked and stuff like that.
It's
Yeah.
so true. And like, who were some artists as well when you were growing up that inspired you?
Well, I really like I love Britney Spears back in the day.
Yeah.
She was the first CD that anyone ever gifted me. And so I had In the Zone, that was my
Oh.
album. I had it on repeat. I had a little Barbie CD player that someone got me for my birthday. And then the first album that I ever bought was Usher, Confessions. I learned that from front to back. So Usher, I loved Usher. Justin Timberlake. Then as I started getting older and really understanding different kinds of music and the deepness in music, I was listening to a lot of Amy Winehouse and Nina Simone. And then growing up, I loved Sia, Rihanna, so many people, Alicia Keys. Yeah, I just grew up. I loved artists with big voices, Adele, um, and I love artists that didn't have also that didn't have the squeaky clean pop voice because there was at one point in time where everybody had like that similar voice.
Yeah.
So, I had like a little bit of a deeper, more raw voice, and listening to Amy Winehouse and Nina Simone gave me peace and made me
Oh.
feel like I could sing. So.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. They're all such incredible artists and like even today, like heaps of them as well still making music now and just killing it.
For sure.
Like, which is
It's
cool.
amazing. That's the kind of career I want. You
Yeah.
want a long-lived
Yeah. You
career.
definitely will. and
Oh,
you
thank you.
and you're
Hopefully.
you will 100%. And your new single Just a Kiss, I love it. It's so fun, like cheeky.
Thank you.
What was it like working on that one?
I love the word cheeky.
Yeah.
I love it. We don't use that in the States, but I watch it on the shows when I watch like
Yeah.
Love Island Australia, Love Island UK.
Yeah.
I love when they use that word. But it's been so great. Honestly, it's been such an amazing release, and to see it react all around the world, and it's just been the most surreal experience. And as an artist, you make these songs and you make this music, and you love it yourself,
Yeah.
but you never know once you put it out if people are gonna like it, if they're not. So, when you put out a song and to see the reaction that I've had with Just a Kiss, um, it just makes you feel like, I'm doing the right thing. Like, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
on the right path,
Mm.
and I'm excited because I feel like the song was released yesterday,
Yeah.
even though it's been literally a month.
Yeah.
It's been exactly a month yesterday, but it's still the beginning for the song, and it has a long way to go. But I'm excited so far by the response, and I appreciate it. I know you guys played it on the radio too,
Yeah.
so thank you so much. That really means that means the most to me.
Oh, you're so welcome. Like I love the song and I love seeing it do so well. Like even like over the last month, how like it's just trending on TikTok. It's charting in
Yes,
like so many countries. It must be so
I
cool to
know.
see that. Like
Every day it's like a refresh and it's
yeah,
like, "Oh, new country." And I'm like, "Wow."
yeah,
It's like Poland, Denmark, New Zealand,
yeah.
Australia, like all these crazy places, and I'm just like, I can't wait to one day actually go there physically and then
Yeah,
perform the songs and it'll make it even 10 times better.
it'd be so
But
amazing.
it's been amazing.
And it's cool as well because it does sample a song. I think it came out like that the Turkish singer released a song.
Tarkan is a
Yes.
really famous Turkish singer, and he had a song called Simirak.
Mm,
And in his song, it's the same melody as basically I we did an interpolation of the melody in the chorus in his song. So I grew up listening to that song. I remember that song. I remember the melody always stuck with me. I never understood what he
yeah.
was saying. Still to this day, I don't know what he's saying, but that melody stuck with me. So I
Yeah.
want to make my own,
Yeah.
take on this song. And so, we have completely different verses and
Yeah.
lyrics on the song, but we did keep that melody, that Tarkon melody, and that's why it's really familiar to a lot of people listening around the world.
Yeah.
It's just like it's got the nostalgic vibe, which
Yes.
nostalgic vibe mixed with the present day
Yeah.
2022 pop element, which is
Yeah.
cool.
That's what I love about it. 'Cause it's got, that fun sound to it. And like, I love how you've got that, like, the Turkish Albanian, like roots in it as well. And I love how you've made it so unique and you've made it your own. And it's really, yeah, cool to see.
Yeah, thank you. I really try to stay true to my culture
Yeah.
and have that present in my music
Mm,
because starting off with music, I wanted to never forget where I came from,
yeah.
and I wanted to make sure that the music that I'm making is most authentic to me.
Yeah.
So something clean, straight pop is not really my vibe.
Yeah.
I'm a very cultural person, and I'm in touch with my roots. So I really wanted that to reflect with my music, and that's also another reason why I feel like people are digging the music because especially in America, everybody comes from different parts of the world. So
Yeah.
everyone has their own culture. And if they hear a little bit of that in my music, it makes them feel a little more at home. That makes
Yeah.
me feel good.
It's so amazing. Like even in like the new song as well that you've been teasing on TikTok. Is it Olay?
Oh,
Olay?
yes.
Yes, I love that sound as well. I'm so ready for this song.
But that makes me really happy. Thank you. I'm happy you like that song. Originally, I was supposed to sing that song in Eurovision. That
Oh,
was going to be my Eurovision song for
ah,
my parents' country, Montenegro,
oh,
that they grew up in. But it kind of didn't end up happening.
yeah.
But I was like, the World Cup is here.
Yes,
Olay is
it's
that soccer
perfect.
anthem. It is, right? It's
Yeah,
so fitting for the World Cup.
yeah,
So I'm like, I need to get this song out as soon as possible. I was like, let me
yeah,
tease it a little bit and see what people think.
yeah,
But then I got such a great reaction. Even though I'm in the middle of just a kiss,
yeah,
I kind of don't want to miss the opportunity to also drop Olay because,
yeah.
people like that too.
Exactly. And the FIFA World Cup it ends December, like late December, so like it's perfect
Gotta
time.
go.
Yeah,
I gotta do it
yeah.
fast.
And what like because obviously you've been like working on music. How's it been working on new music and like are you planning to release heaps more songs next year?
Oh yeah, for sure. I am next year is like my vision is just go, go, go.
Yeah.
There's no more like standing, thinking too much. Should we drop this? Should we drop? Like,
Yeah.
no, I just want to go song after song, keep the momentum going,
Mm.
give my fans a bunch of new music that they could vibe to. And I don't want to hear any, when is the next song? Like,
Yeah.
no, I want to have the next song before they ask that
Yeah.
question.
It's gonna be so cool.
I've never done, I've never, you know, I've never, I haven't been one to drop so many so many songs that quick. So this year around, I really want to do my best to drop as much music as I can
Yeah.
because YOLO, you only
Yeah,
live once. You just
exactly.
gotta drop it. And now,
2023 is your year.
oh yeah, that's the vibe.
And you were part as well of the American Song Contest with Green Light. Amazing song. What was it
Thank you.
like for you being on there? Because that's like an amazing experience.
It was so good. I wouldn't change that experience for the world. To be honest, it was so surreal to just even get it. It was essentially we got our like Grammy VMA style performances. So it's one to be representing New York. If anybody that knows me, they know I'm a hardcore New Yorker. So I'm all about New York, Brooklyn, Brooklyn. So the fact that I got to represent New York, one, that was a huge honor. And I was like, sign me up. Um, and then I got to have this huge, crazy performance with like 10 dancers and the lights and the smoke and the pyro. I was like, man, this is just a dream. And this
Yeah.
was also my first debut TV performance too. And this was all happening during like, it was like still there was like a lot of COVID lockdown
Yeah.
restrictions at that time with like NBC and stuff. So, I made a lot of new friends and
Aw.
I got to have this whole new experience performing on television live in front of people and seeing the amazing feedback. It
Aw.
just makes me want to go harder for next year and have
Yeah.
more of those opportunities.
It's so
But it was amazing.
exciting. Oh, you're gonna so win like best Grammy new artist, like when you're nominated.
Oh,
Like,
thank
yeah,
you. From your mouth to God's
yeah,
ears.
it's gonna happen.
Thank
Uh,
you.
and it's cool as well because I saw as well you went to college, you did music, and you also did business as well. And I love the post that you did about that, how you can do both at once. Like,
Yes. Oh wow, you scroll down,
yeah.
girl. I appreciate.
It's so
Yeah,
inspiring, like to see you do, balance those two amazing things at college doing music.
yeah. Because I know, to be honest, growing up, like for me, You never hear artists be like, "Yeah, go to college, go to school." It's always like, "No, if
Yeah.
you have a dream, just go for it and like fuck
Yeah.
everything else." But it's like,
Yeah.
no, you also gotta have backup options.
Yeah.
Like, this is 2022. You have to, you know, one, it's always good to be educated. Like I got
Yeah.
my business degree in with a business administration, but a concentration in marketing. So
That's
I'm
cool.
actually knowing a lot of the stuff that's going on behind the music
Yeah.
business. Like I'm not someone that's walking in like I don't know what to do. Like no, I
Yeah.
educated myself and I know a lot. And so I think it's important for all anyone who wants to be anything in the in the entertainment industry. It's really important to get your education so you have that with you forever wherever you go.
Yeah.
Some people don't always have the financial benefits that they're able to,
Yeah.
but if you I just say if you can and it's possible, then definitely take that, do it because I feel like one day you'll look back and be like, man, I wish I went to school. Because
Yeah.
school is also a fun experience. You get
It
to learn a
is.
lot about yourself. I was in class and I was hustling. I was hitting up like hundreds of blogs.
Yeah.
Hey, post my song. Can you repost my song? Can you
Yeah.
write about my song? Do a write up. Like I was in school and hustling for my dreams at the same time. And it just, when you actually get to a place where you're starting to see your dreams come true,
Yeah.
it feels 10 times better when you
Mm.
see all the hard work you put behind. And then I also have my college degree with me wherever I go. So I
Exactly.
definitely encourage all kids to be educated and, go to college if you can,
Yeah.
but definitely finish high school for sure.
Yeah.
And you can do both. It's really possible to do both. And
Exactly.
don't let anybody ever tell you you can only pick one. Like you can do whatever you set your mind to.
Exactly. I love that. And like for you as well, being able to be in music and know the back end stuff with the business stuff is so good to have. So like, cause you
Sure.
know what's right and like, so
Yeah, I've created a lot of my own marketing strategies and
yeah.
so it all goes hand in hand. School will only ever help you. It won't ever hurt you.